This vacation, really let yourself go. Go Hertz Class. With a new Chevrolet or other fine car, you'll see things you've never seen before.
Request through YouTube to play this map, and it's a request coming in from the creator, BloodShot12, who has asked me to check out Shores of Oremor. Shores of Oremor looks like it was very recently made. Map ID is N3VDSHZK, currently sitting with 35 plays and 8 upvotes. I'm not sure if that's on the review queue yet. Probably should be, because it does look to be earning its stars. It looks like I want to estimate probably needs about 3 more votes in the single player and custom geo departments to earn those stars. Let's take a look at that author profile real quick here. Well, according to this, BloodShot12 has played 2 hours and 31 minutes of SnapMap content, accumulating over 4,200 SnapMap points, and is listed as the author of 26 total maps, and is currently rocking a 79% upvote rating thanks to over 23,000 upvotes. And I believe the reason for that is because BloodShot12, if I recall correctly, has multiple maps on the Community Spotlight. Yeah, right here. Quantum Hazard, Polar Railway, and Server Maintenance. And I think even Well of the Scorned and Stygian Cathedral are all marked as Community Spotlight maps. So, I mean, 5 maps. That's pretty awesome. So, in any case, we're going to go ahead and take a look at BloodShot12's latest, The Shores of Oremor. Shores of Oremor. Plan your vacation today. Yeah, sometimes on a nice warm day, I like to go down to the shores of Oremor and just look at all the blood. Well, in any case, let's take a look at that weapon wheel here. We got the pistol, shotgun, and heavy assault rifle. Good old har-har. We are in our badass armor. Bam! Alright, Sir Shotham has joined the party. Go ahead and come on out for me here. We're going to get an armor right up. Appear to be in... if I had to take a wild guess, it would be a train station that somebody popped a massive zit on. Holy cow. That is grody. I love it. Alright. Okay, watch your step, it says. Okay. Is this shadow giving me the middle finger? What's up with that? Okay. This is interesting. Like, I mean, these are very intentionally placed stickers to form these sort of shapes here, but I'm uncertain as to exactly what they imply. Oh, that's cool. There's a cool little tower out there. Which, honestly, if I didn't... Is that the, can't tell. Is that the same watchtower from Psychotron? It kind of looks like the tower from Psychotron. I'm looking at the corners there, where there's like sort of those square corners. I have played Psychotron a maddening number of times, and I swear that is... I mean, it might not be. I mean, I really hope I get an opportunity to go out there and take a closer look, but I'm wondering if that's the tower from Psychotron. Alright, in any case, let's go ahead and jump in. Oh my god! Jeez! Whew! That's awesome. Wow. Super ridiculously cruddy. Oh boy. Alright, you know what? I might have wasted my good ammo on you twerps. Alright, and... like a porch or something? That's interesting. That's really interesting, like how they did that. That's really cool. Okay, so this door opens and this door does not. Okay, so we have a pretty clear idea of which way we're going here. Well, did the trick, didn't it? Oh, that'll do. Hey. Surprise! Plasma rifle. You guys were guarding the plasma rifle. Great job. You just let me go right around you to get to it. AB connector bridge is now open. Alright then. Let's take the AB connection bridge to go to the shores of Oremor, where our summer vacation begins. Alright, nothing in here. Some more. I like this effect here, this with the rocks and stuff. It's really cool. Alright. Alright, this is the area to the outside, and let's see. Whoa! This is another interesting looking sort of thing that they did with the hallway here. That's cool. Although at this point I do feel like things are getting a little on the incongruous side. Like, I mean, let's go ahead and just, while we're still here, we'll take a quick look at the... So we got this sort of, like I said, train station thing, and like I said, I really cannot get around the idea that I really got to stop fussing about it, but I mean, that is... Oh, and I just noticed I only have single jump. Interesting. Okay, so, but in any case, that's really cool. And then, like, we go from this to this, and then, you know, this is, which, again, kind of reminds me of, like, the last level of Contra, like, the original side scroller of Contra. And, you know, more of it here, and sort of no real sort of explanation for what's going on. And then we got this sky bridge that just looks really cool here. And then we're going into, I guess, a rocky area. So, yeah, so now we're in caves. So, I mean, these areas definitely look cool individually, but I feel like there's at least nothing yet that sort of ties these areas together from a story basis, if that makes sense. There we go. Yeah, okay. Okay. But yeah, I feel like this isn't really being... there's nothing really tying these together in sort of a way. I mean, still, I mean, obviously it looks really cool. And these are all the individual rocks. Like, BloodShot12 went through and took, like, the actual rock prop and just, like, plastered it all over the place to make this effect. And that's really, really cool. I dig it. Oh, this is all painted. Oh, and a checkpoint. So I guess that means we have multiple lives at least? I hadn't really checked the life system. So, okay, we got health and a har with micro missiles. Nice. Okay. Okay. Alright, again, with the... Oh, that's cool. The floating rocks out there. Very neat looking. Let's move right along. Okay. Ah! Okay. Got some joikiness. Blap. There you go, buddy. Alright, again with the single jump. I know. Stupid lost souls. Take that. Alright, and now we're... It's interesting because we had sort of a hard rocky area, and then we're sort of getting into a more sort of like chiseled stone look here, which is, again, very cool looking. I mean, I am not taking anything away from that. This is very, very cool looking. But, whoa! Actually, quite cool. This is... I'm digging this. Boop, blap. There you go. Alright, moving right along. Here, whoa, hey! Look at you stuck on the wall. Look at you, little dude. Okay, oh, wow. Okay, so this is... Wow. This is going to be a total conversion of a pretty large module. Let's take that. Okay, so nothing really in there. But I barely recognize the module that's being used here, only because of that. But, like, really... Booyah! There. Next! Oh, that was weird. There. I'll get to you, Hell Knight. I hear you. Just go ahead and run in place over there. I will cheese the crap out of you. I do not even care. Oh, where'd he go? Well, you are just acting all kinds of crazy weird, aren't you? some very... Whoa! Where'd he go? That was really strange. What is... Oh, why is he do... What is... That is some... What is going on here? What the... I have no idea why he's wigging out so much. There. Put you out of your misery and mine. Because holy cow, that was weird. It was hilarious. Okay. Ammos. What's, some blue fire. Be sure to burn blue coal for your blue fire. Alright. Scully button. Okay. Not sure what that did. Alright, there's definitely some stuff down there. Okay. What did that do? Oh, I see. It opened up this portal so that I could... Yeah! Things are coming up Millhouse. Ah! Things are no longer coming up Millhouse. Herky jerky again. Oof. Next. Okay. Okay, I barely recognize the base module from this stuff here. Like, I mean, this is clearly the bottom of that, like, one corporate one, but, I mean, still, this is really, really well painted. Like, I'm digging this. Alright, another portal. And what's over here? More energy. Can't help but feel like... Nope. Okay. Not so much. Okay, well, it was worth a try. That's cool. Alright. Neat. Alright. Next portal. Ooh! And the dice show. She is in tow. Oh boy, that's a big old river of yuck right there, ain't it? Give me your quickening! Alright. You can sit down and shut up. My god, look at this. Whew! Oh, did he sit there and actually build the actual brick structure? That's freaking sweet. Like, yeah, oh, that's so cool. That is really cool. That is incredibly cool. I dig that. This is so nice looking. Wow, look at that. Very rounded. What a killer castle. Push that button. Then we gonna push that button. Shut up. And... every glory kill counts. Alright, and tweak the nipple. Health upgrade. I have increased to 115% health. Oh, wow. This is neat. Nice. This looks very familiar. Yellow skull key required. Okay. This section looks pretty familiar. I'm wondering if I saw a preview of this on the Doom forums, or the SnapMap forums. I have? Boop, doop, boop. Yeah. No, I could be mistaken, but still. Anything over there? Nope. That looks like a, nope, that is not a riddler. I would definitely love to have here, because as much as I've kind of figured out how the, Tesla rocket works, it's still not far, it's still far from my favorite. Go back to the dice show. There it is. Hey, ask and ye shall receive. Am I right? Apparently I am. Apparently I'm the only one that's right in this whole crazy world. Now, I have pointed out one of my weird sort of observations is that there really doesn't seem to be any sort of like connection between these areas, like thematically speaking. And you know, that's not a huge problem. Obviously, I really like, you know, boards that get surreal and stuff. Like, I mean, well, probably one of my favorite boards of all time is still Eye of Horus by Taylorhead. That said, you know, like, you know, I have observed while playing Eye of Horus that there are some really almost abrupt thematic shifts, which seem to be more along the lines of because you're in sort of like a weird sort of state between life and death. I have no idea what's going on story-wise with this board, and it got sort of pre-sold with the Shores of Oremor title, which of all the sort of themes that are being represented, I'm not seeing anything that puts me in mind of a shore or like any sort of like a beach of any sort. I mean, you know, it certainly doesn't distract from the fun of the board. This board has a lot going for it appearance-wise. I mean, look at this! This is really cool. Like, a lot of work went into this, and it shows. And it's really a gorgeous-looking level. I'm just, you know, I enjoy things by nitpicking at them. That's sort of what I do. I am a jerk that way. So, okay. Alright, so, interesting is one word I would use to describe this pretty obvious setup here. What we got going on here? I see some rockets in the dark. Oh, hey, cool. Ooh, and there's a bazooka back, yeah. Alright, does this kind of go loop all the way around then, or is it, no? So, and then, no. Okay, so, game plan. Jump in here, grabs that bazooka, and get ready to unleash hell. No, unleash hell first, then go grabs that bazooka. Alright, well. Alright, what else? What else? Come on. Okay, apparently I was supposed to save the berserk. Oh, I see. I hear lost souls. Oh my goodness gracious. Heard but not seen lost souls, and that's what killed me. Oh, and of course you, huh? Well, hey, at least I got this back. Alright. Alright, Dorcases, where'd you go? That was some crap. Where you at? Where you at? You can tell me I gotta start this whole doggone thing over again. At least get the berserk back. Yes, I do. Okay. So, for wave 1, do not do the berserk. Okay, I actually like that it reset the encounter. That's awesome. Oh. Alright, now go grab the Berserk. Oh, that's just cheating. That was just cheating. Cheater! Cheater! Alright, I picked up the yellow skull key. And, that's just a seam, I guess. Okay. I picked up the yellow skull key. What is that? What? Oh, what does the skull key do for me? Can I jump out of here? Nope, I'm still only single jump. Oh, I see. Cool. Good way of doing that. Alright. Pick this up again. Alright, so with the yellow skull key... Oh yeah, that other door. I remembers now. I has a memory. Alright. Do I still have my... Yep, I have the grenade. And, we'll head back over here, won't we? Alright. And... Whoa! Alright. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Literally anyone else. That's fine. Okay, so... Alright, we got a little bit of a lockup here. I'm wondering if... Oh, doggone it. Error detected in map logic. Alright, well, we had ourselves a little crash there, and I couldn't tell you why. I will tell you that it's an error I'm starting to see more of, and it's really disconcerting. You know, I have often said, you know, well, I'll deal with the warts and all this other stuff of building maps, but I mean, a lot of when I say warts and all is there's sort of bugs that are just sort of cute, like the weird sort of performance issues with the mobs. You know, that can be cute and funny sometimes. You can try to account for them or just not do things. There's like the weird sort of, you know, like limitations with, you know, assets that, like, you can't resize assets and things like that. I can work around those. You know, I can even sort of work around the funny way that, like, trying to use logic in certain ways can do funny things, and, you know, you got to try to find alternate ways to kind of work around those. What is going to kill a lot of enthusiasm for SnapMap, I think, is that weird error detected in map logic thing. Okay, so what happens, and I've had this happen to my maps too, and I am so scared that the new map I'm working on is going to have this problem. Because it did happen once during testing, and I'm not even, I only have the thing about, you know, 40% built in the logic department, and I'm already getting these error detected in map logic things. What happens is, it tells you there's an error in the map logic, and then it points you to a fully functioning chunk of logic, usually a part of that fully functioning chunk of logic that has worked 100 times before, and it doesn't make any sense why that would need to be omitted. It's like a general protection fault failure on a computer. It's an error that tells you nothing about how to fix it, because it's always 99% of the time, if you look at the logic in the map editor and it tries to point you to the thing that it choked on, it's a perfectly functional, perfectly working chunk of code. And it works every other time you test it. It just decides to have a hissy fit. Devil City Ransom has a similar error to this, and it's really weird. You can repro the issue if you are playing the Fred Dynamo boss battle. You can reliably repro the issue about 25 to 50% of the time simply by pausing the game while you're fighting Fred Dynamo. I've seen it happen to 2 different people, and it happens to me at like about 50% of the times when I try to repro the issue. So it just decides out of nowhere that there's an error in the map logic, and I don't get it. I don't understand what causes it. Nobody can figure out what causes it. And if you don't know what's causing something, if you can't figure out what's causing something, you can't work around it. So every time I've said, I can work around these issues. Every time I've said, I have this problem with SnapMap or whatever, but I can work around it. SnapMap's not perfect. I can work around it. This is a problem that many SnapMappers are going to have a very hard time working around until we get some answers. So I would urge anybody that knows why this error detected in map logic thing keeps happening, if you can come up with a reason for it, please document it. Even if we don't get a fix, just knowing what causes it would be a huge help to the SnapMap community. So, and figure out like a way to successfully reproduce the issue so that we know what set of circumstances, what combination of logic consistently is causing this issue. And in the meantime, if there is anybody from Bethesda watching, please take a look at this and try to figure out why it's happening. So that's the error detected in map logic thing. So it's the reason why here's the thing. I was having a great time with Shores of Oremor. Don't get me wrong. So one thing I do want to check. I want to save that to my downloaded maps. Shores of Oremor, this is and there's an error saving it. I can't open it up. So, oh my goodness, what's funny? If you try to save Psychotron to your downloaded maps, you get the same error. Which again brings me back to I can't help but wonder if that was the tower from Psychotron. Which again, I don't care if it is or not. It would just be an interesting piece of trivia to know. But in any case, you can't. When you get one of these maps, you can't even save them to your downloaded maps. There's always errors when you try to do that. Like I tried to save, and I'll bet you. Here's the other thing too. I'll bet you it actually shows up. Oh, we'll look at it again in a minute. But anyway, I'm getting so distracted because there's several different things going on in my head right now. Really, what I want to do is bring it back to the idea that Shores of Oremor, the segment of it I was able to play. Great looking, superb looking, really good work with the custom geo there, both in the grid room and as painted modules. You did some fantastic work on there. I feel like from a story perspective, there wasn't a lot of consistency. It was really it really is sort of going very quickly from one sort of aesthetic to another, and it's really hard to pin down what the story of the board is, or even if the board has a story. Obviously, it doesn't have to have a story, but when you've got sort of these constant shifts in aesthetic, it can be a little distracting, and you get goofballs like me. They're just sort of looking around at the set and going, "Why is it like this?" Well, okay, now we were in a train station, and now we're in a a bloody hallway. Now we're on a sky bridge. Now we're in a castle. Why? Why is any of this? So, a little confusing presentation, but nonetheless fantastic looking. And from a combat perspective, a lot of fun. I was really having some fun with that, even in some of the weird sort of buggy parts, like the little arena there where the Cyberbank was sort of just floating in the air a little bit. That was kind of weird. And the bit with the Hell Knight sort of having a really hard time where he was supposed to be. Fun and funny and just great combat all around, well balanced, great loadout. I had a lot of fun with the loadout. The single jump thing didn't make sense until I got to the arena part, and then I went, oh, okay, so it's certainly a different challenge to face. So all in all, Shores of Oremor by BloodShot12 is a lot of fun. It looks great. It does look like probably the reason why it's not getting quite as many plays and upvotes, or at least not as many upvotes, it might be because of that error map logic thing happening to people. And again, I couldn't tell you why that happened. All I did was approach a door and then everything locked up. So maybe check the door logic on that one or something. I'm not sure. So anyway, Shores of Oremor, BloodShot12, map ID on that is N3VDSHZK.
I rule, I cannot believe it. How about you? Can you believe that I'm so wicked, super cool? It's true, the baddest thing to ever hit the pool is singing to save you, and that's because I rule.
That Menzel is going to hook you up.
There's no debating this because I am so great at this. You really should be grateful that you do not have to pay for this. I'm swell. Every other is just a sucker MC. They